We are not disappointed in the slightest because it is our strong. What the heck is this?
Hey man, you're not the only one with the cool background 1444 map, okay?
Why is
I can have one
Sicily
too.
so huge? What is going? Why is Greece udders? You can't show that on Twitch.
You mean that's not udders? That's a perfect depiction of 1444 map. What are you talking about?
What is going on? My lord, my lord. Well, the picks. Congo and Kilwa. We got the two African Ks dueling it out. We're gonna see. I don't think we're disappointed because I think Ludi should say again what he said moments ago when Aldra picked Congo.
I said he's gonna die again.
What's the concern? Who's gonna kill Congo?
No, I'm sure he's gonna do well though. I'm sure he's gonna do well. Congo is a really solid pick. All jokes aside, it is a very, very solid pick.
I feel like it should be. I mean, Unify Culture Group, definitely not hard. Odal Provinces in a trade node could just go down to South America, do a saffron on that one.
Yeah.
Production leader, 2 goods. Slaves, ivory, both doable. Gold
Very
doesn't
doable,
have
yeah.
a production leader, technically, in the ledger, so is ineligible for this particular
And
challenge.
he can just dev up ivory provinces and slave provinces, and he can also, he can definitely get it up with just the Congolese provinces, basically just having all of Central Africa, right?
Yep, and there is the starting gun.
All
we
right,
are
let's go.
launching our way in here. Let's talk a little bit about Aldra's strats here, because highest global trade income in the known world, pretty easy if he unifies this area up before he starts discovering anything else. He will probably be discovered by Portugal after not very long. He needs to not click on any Portuguese fleets.
He can unify his culture group very, very fast as Congo, though, to be fair. Like, he can really do it in 9 to 15 years if he wants to. So that's not an issue. So he's got highest global trade in the bag. He's got unified culture group in the bag. Own all provinces in a trade node. Again, easy to do by unifying your culture group. So he's played it safe. He definitely will get at least 3 points. Question is if he's going to get the production leader of 2 goods. But that being said, like I said, if he just focuses 100% of his mana after coring the provinces he conquered into developing all that diplo points, into developing trade goods, then he can do that one as well. So he can potentially walk out with 4 points, and if something happens with Zlewikk, he fails a lot of his missions or something of the sorts, then he can get 6 points by winning this particular round. So I think he made the right choice playing it safe.
It's true. I think, and yeah, Aldra, he's second last at the moment in raw points, but he's on the ascent, right? 0 points week 1, 3 points week 2. If he wins against Zlewikk, it's 6 points this week. Then it's 12 the week after. I can my logistic regression on that one is very simple. 0, 3, 6. Next comes 12. So he's got it in the bag. Week after that, he somehow gets 24. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I think it's a strong pick. Obviously, Congo, easy position to unify. Should be pretty good. Now, Zlowic, on the other hand, has already got a mission completed. Because apparently, Kilwa starts with the most sailors in their known world. So he's got that one done. Which is pretty nice. And looking at a pretty hefty challenge sheet. If we get this up, things do start to look a little lopsided.
To be fair, he already has 4 gold provinces after he attacks Zimbabwe as well. Like, he takes the 4 provinces from Zimbabwe and from Butoa, the capital of Butoa as well. That's 4 right there, with Sofala's gold mine also, right? So that's done. 100% legitimacy is not too difficult to do. Corruption, as he goes along, he just debases and gets corruption. Free world ports is very easy because of the merchants that he starts with. He literally just has to get the money to do it. So if he really wants to cheese it, he could just go full loans.
Dev up as well.
Exactly.
Got to get to 25 dev on those world ports.
Yeah.
But not too challenging, of course.
Not too challenging, of course.
Sure.
You can use it to spawn in Renaissance.
So where's the challenge? I know we obviously, for your benefit, chat. Ludi and I chat during the drafting, and at one moment, Ludi went, tell him.
Yeah, that's when he picked the 90 devastation in the capital. That can go very, very wrong. So that's actually probably the toughest one out of all of the challenges he's got over there. in my personal opinion, because it's very RNG. It's 1 hour. I mean, of course, you can do it easily if you have more than an hour, but within an hour, you would have to properly focus on getting that devastation in that province. So, I don't know.
It's definitely plausible. The other challenge, so he's got the release a nation with 10 provinces and vassalize a 10 province nation. Now, I had intended the vassalize a 10 province nation to be, just before you vassalize them, they have 10 provinces. But actually, reading the way I wrote the rules, and I am a little bit of a rules lawyer when it comes to these things, I have made it such that those 2 missions automatically complete the other one. At least if you do release a nation with 10 provinces, that would also complete the vassalize a 10 province nation one, as long as you release them as a vassal, obviously, which, why wouldn't you? So I think he will be able to get those. Whether he vassal feeds, integrates, release, or he vassal feeds, cancels vassallation, declares war, etc., we'll see. I have thought of a problem, though. We were talking about the strat of annexing up the nation would only work if you only fed them stuff that was their culture, because otherwise when you take the provinces off them, they'll lose the cause. So you'd need to either integrate them or make sure you'd fed them 10 correct culture provinces, because of course they need to have the cause after they stop existing. So we'll see.
I mean, he can easily do that with Mutapa, though, to be fair.
Mutapa's a good pick. I agree.
Mutapa
they start with 10 provinces, right?
They start with 8 provinces, but they likely will integrate Butua, so they will get 10 provinces. They'll get close on that as well.
Right, nice.
And it's their primary culture, so that means that they will be released in the Butuan provinces also whenever they get released. So
the strat for causing 10 devastation. You could let rebels take your capital. Might be the most kind of controllable way.
Would be the most controllable, I guess, to put it in that way. I guess, yeah, maybe.
That's not.
There's a few ways, like concentrating and so on. I'm curious what Chad thinks about that one. What do you think, guys? How would he get his 90 devastation in there?
Losing cause in other cultures, are you on drugs? Sadly, no. But I think, is that not the case if you full annex? If you, moving the capital? Yeah, moving the capital would be a pretty easy way to get the 100 devastation. You'd need to make sure it didn't tick below it. But if someone conquers provinces from the player, and they are not accepted culture, you lose cause on the lost provinces. But I don't know if that actually happens if you are full annexed. I don't see why it would be different, but it could be different.
Wait, I'm actually super confused. What are you talking about?
When you, I could be crazy. Maybe this is an old mechanic. Maybe I've just been wrong for years. But if let's say you're France, you conquer England, and then you lose a war to Sweden, and Sweden takes provinces in England. Their English culture not accepted. You lose your core on the provinces that you lose to Sweden. You don't keep a core on them unless they're in your culture group. It's non-tech group. Understood. So you would need to make sure that the vassal in this case had full quarter province. Okay, I think I might be remembering how it worked from before territorial cores existed. I could be wrong. As we know, coup. Fantastic.
That's why I was saying, like, if he waits until Mutapa integrates Butua, that's less than 100 war score, and he could just get Mutapa as the vassal with 10 provinces right there.
Yeah, as chat is saying, the France one is event, but we should, we can leave my my ever becoming more obvious gaps in my EU4 knowledge. They remain after 6,000 hours. You still don't know stuff.
It happens.
But this is looking pretty good.
Things change a lot in E4. Like,
they do.
If you compare E4 now with 5 patches ago, it's a completely different game, in my opinion.
Very much so. Very much so. Nice, easy war here. Managed to get that after, not easy, but easy now after that first initial fight. He is going for the 15 terrain matching provinces. This pretty similar situation to Saffron on that one, right? You think he's one coastline short?
He's gonna need Comoros if he wants to get the coastal provinces, yeah. Because it's 14 provinces, including Sofala, Pate, and all that. So he would need to get Comoros for sure. Sorry, not Pate. What's it called? The one, the red one. What's the one above called? Mombasa, right? And and Malindi, Mombasa and Malindi. Pate is almonds or something.
Ooh, nice. Aldra is hopping over there. Has completed production leader on 2 goods. Slaves and copper. Oh, copper. Didn't even think of that
copper.
one.
Oh, that's
it's
smart.
Nice though. Nice. Oh. And then got some unification going on. Ooh, not looking like a great fight.
Oh,
Not sure I'd reinforce that. He has got no terrain. He's got a better general on the face of it. Yeah, chat continues to clarify. Oh, no, that's not good. Now he's going to charge in and lose this one as well.
He's going to lose this.
Oh, no, maybe. He's winning it. That's a good roll. Good roll.
I would hate to see him lose that progress. No, he's got this. Nice.
He's got it. They fled. Nice. Yeah, chat's clarifying how the calls work. I think, my info is just out of date since the territorial calls. And the other reason, of course, it's out of date is, imagine losing provinces. Couldn't be me. So it's not something that comes across very often. I did, it's a screen you don't often see, but the end screen in EU4, when you actually get to the end of a campaign, tells you how many wars you fought and how many were victorious and how many were failures. It's always very satisfying to finish a world conquest, get to the end screen, and it tells you won like 800 wars and lost 0. It's a good time.
It tells you that in the end screen? Damn.
Yeah. It tells you the number of wars you lost. It tells you the number of provinces you
never paid attention
conquered.
To that screen.
I know, you basically only see it if you're finishing a world conquest, because there's no other reason.
That's the fastest click of quit in the history of clicks. I swear, I've never even known it says anything really important.
Well, it seems like a difficult battle that Aldra's facing here, but looking pretty good.
He seems to be doing pretty good, yeah. I think he's gonna get all of his objectives very fast.
Lady Saffron is saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Seeing the end screen, game screen is really easy. Well, maybe when you're trying to do a 60-minute challenge, yeah. But yes, isn't it the same as back to menu? I'm not sure. I think there's a button on the back to menu screen that shows you it. There's like the list of no,
it should be the same. I think once you get back to menu, is you click quit, right? And back to menu.
I don't click quit.
You have to click quit.
I don't. I alt F4 my EU4. It's just faster.
No, I get that. I also do actually the same, right?
I don't think I've gone to the menu and quit EU4 in
it really is just faster. It's pointless.
Quite a while. But yeah.
I remember the launch version, if I'm not mistaken, you could actually go back to the menu, and then the patch that they did.
Not just for the launch version. It was for the first 2 years.
Oh, was it for the first 2 years?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean...
And then you could switch, you could load the game as France, switch the start date to 1750, then switch back to 1444, load in as France, and you had cores on all the land that they owned in 1750.
You still have that, you know that, right? Not as the French one, but you still have it as many... No,
okay, there's some cases.
You still have, by changing bookmark, you got religious freedom in the HRE, so anybody can become emperor. You got Ottoman cores in the Arabian Peninsula. You got Brandenburg cores. You got a lot of stuff.
Nice.
Yep.
They fixed it for gaining cores, but not losing cores. Ah, interesting. Oh, did I miss the channel point bet? I wanted to lose all my points betting on Aldra. No offense, Aldra.
Did you just say that Aldra is gonna be losing? I don't agree with this.
I mean, if I could just show you this.
What kind of a friend are you? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. I mean, to be fair, Zlewikk would need to do, I think 8 of his objectives to win.
Yeah. Right? I mean, jokes aside, Zlewikk could definitely lose this. Let's go over to Zlowick's perspective. I think there's a very solid chance that Zlewikk does not win this. He's obviously an extremely good player. But there's every chance in the world this could go wrong. Every chance in the world.
Yeah. I mean, of course, RNG is always, RNG. So it could be.
I mean, where's the 90 devastation with a move capital? It's pretty easy, right? I think that's the way to do it. You got to just devastate a province. So you occupy, one province minor.
Oh yeah, that's smart. That's actually really smart.
And then you
that's really smart.
Yeah.
I am impressed.
Oh yes, so chat, you can put the comments in Discord, sorry, in chat now, but also if you're happen to be subscribed, and of course if you're not, it's a fantastic way to support the channel, get more content like this coming straight to you. But I would love some suggestions on how to modify challenges to make them difficult. Adding like a difficulty modifier. So the modifier here would be have 90 devastation in your capital. You may not move your capital. Something like that. Because I think some of the challenges could really benefit from an excellent little extra bit, a little bit of extra spice. And I'm looking forward to coming up with some of those. So if you have some sadistic stuff, then do let me know, and I may well end up including it as a difficulty modifier for next week. I'd love to have your ideas. Is there a tiebreaker? Yeah, if it's 4-4, in terms of score, obviously, not in terms of actual challenges completed, because yeah, Zlewikk gets 4 challenges completed, he's got 6 challenges uncompleted, and he gets a score of -8, I think. But if you got 4 points and 4 points, it would be a draw. There is no tiebreaker in these weeks. For the final, there will be a tiebreaker. But at the moment, if you tie, no one gets the +2 points for winning. Oh, no, sorry. You both get +1. That's right. You both get +1. So if it was 4-4, they would walk away with 5-5.
That doesn't seem very fair, though. Like, somebody trying to go for 10 objectives getting on the same amount as the other guy should be the one that's declared the winner, though, right?
No, because that means that they bid worse. They missed more challenges. Because what would the score have to be for that to happen? Zlewikk would need to get to 8 and miss 2.
But
Yeah.
What about the bravery modifier? The secret
The bravery
modifier.
modifier is the evadability of the elusive 10.
The balls of steel modifier. That gives 100 extra points.
When you go out there and you put yourself out there and you take the risk and it doesn't pay off, you're not called brave. You're called stupid. This is how it goes. It's how it goes. The difference between bravery and stupidity is the outcome.
I think I know what he's gonna go for the devastation. I just realized he's gonna try and trigger the 50% devastation. So he's gonna try and trigger the devastation event that happens when you take a big city. There's some.
We're gonna get back. Are we gonna get back? No. I'm waiting for the day when someone tabs out to report their score, and we manage to scroll all the way around the world. 7 missions looking pretty doable.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, he's got 7 missions as well, the objective?
Yep, he does. Let's get those challenges up on the board so we can remind ourselves here. I think the challenges, style points. I mean, style points are always tempting, but for now, the greatest style is achieving what you set out for. And you can take that phrase home with you, chat. The greatest style is achieving your goals.
Boo.
So 100 prestige looking pretty doable. He doesn't need to unify a culture group. He doesn't need to kill everyone so that he doesn't have anyone else beating him on sailors, things like that, which means he doesn't have like a really big conquest objective that he has to get to, which means he has the time to
he's actually
humiliate people.
I think he's actually going to do a little bit more conquest. I assume that he's going to try and get the coastal provinces from Yemen. Otherwise, because he doesn't need to go colonial if he gets the province from Yemen. That's 15 with the Yemeni province. And that's very close to him as well. Like, he's already got Ajuran, right? So
yeah, should be very doable.
Yeah. And
yes, he has released Ajuran, which gives him the 10 province
okay.
Release. Nice. Very nice. Didn't even have to do it with Mutapa.
Yeah.
And
so he can just attack Mutapa for the cores, for the gold now. There you go.
He's not claimed his vassalization one, so it's possible he's still intending to vassalize Mutapa to get it that way. But what did he do to Ajuran? He full annexed them, and then he released them as a vassal, thereby achieving the 10 province subjugation. He's much better on time in terms of getting towards the 100 legitimacy, which is looking good for him. Yeah, the world ports, I mean, it's not going to slow him down too much, but deving 3 provinces up to 25 it's a fair amount of mana.
It's not an issue, I think, because let's face it, he's got a lot of really good centers of trade provinces that he can easily dev up, right? Like his capital's a center of trade province, so he can just concentrate and get 25 dev in that one alone. So Fala, which is a gold province as well, is 9. So just to get it to 25 is not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
What else? Mombasa, Malindi. Mombasa is a grassland, a farmland also, so it's really easy to develop.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a few decent options around there. We should switch over to Aldrahill, see what's going on.
We should, yeah. I did say the release would count, but I think we should let Zlewikk. Go. I mean, Zlewikk doesn't need help.
That wouldn't be fair. No. If you said it counts, it counts. Let's be fair.
Oh no. What I'm saying is I'm not going to hop in with Zlewikk now and tell him that it would.
Right.
I would count it if he were to claim it. Aldra, yeah, I mean, having a good time. What is he looking for here? Unite culture group and provinces in a trade node. I'm wonder confused. Which...
Is he looking for another mission? I don't know.
It's not going for the missions, so let's see.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the mission objective. Huh.
It's worth noting that the I understand that some of the challenges as shown to you guys are a little bit unclear. The players do have access to a document where I've listed detailed clarifications. So hopefully it will... Hopefully that will make it much more clear for them. And they have had the challenges for many weeks, and I've been answering lots of clarifying questions, especially to Zlewikk, actually. He's had quite a few questions. As you will be unsurprised to know, he likes to make sure he's got everything squared away and understands where he's coming from. So I wouldn't worry about him not understanding their challenges. What you need to worry about is our players counting. Knowing what the challenges are, they're fine on.
I'm looking forward to the day when the North Congo Basin is going to be full of tags as well. Like all of those jungle areas over there.
You think that's going to happen?
Now, yeah, maybe in the future it might happen. Maybe in EU5, let's see. It's like, maybe. I mean, most of the stuff in the Congo region itself is made up. You know that, right? Like 90% of that is quite literally just Paradox made it up. So... What's stopping them from adding more made-up nations in the northern Congo Basin, right? End of the day.
Could be. I suspect in EU5 we'll see some kind of actual different types of nation.
I guess so, yeah, I guess so. I'm really curious what EU5 is going to look like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's worth noting, chat, we're not confirming anything. We don't know anything. But
yeah, of course,
you have to imagine. I mean, we can always hope. We can always hope.
Yeah. It's all a mystery. We are just guessing here. It's guesswork.
EU5 mobile game. Yeah, EU5 exclusively available on the Nintendo Switch.
Wait, you guys don't have phones?
You heard it here first. What? You heard it here first. What's the stop Aldra here? The meme outcome is Portugal shows up and steals a province from him that's in his culture group and in the trade node he's trying to unify.
No.
And then he's not able to.
What is he doing? Why is he bringing units over there?
Seems to be going to war over here again. I think this is for the culture group unification, right? It needs to be worrying these guys.
Yeah, but okay.
We'll see.
Does he have a truce with all of them? Is that why?
Oh yes, he does. Or at least on quite a few of them.
Right.
Zlewikk seems to have forgotten he's not going for the 10k. No, it's for the
no, it's for the center trades. Yeah.
I didn't really think he forgot, but we'll see. Oh dear.
Does he have the 35 corruption also? I think he might have forgotten about that, or maybe he's just gonna take it a little bit later.
He does not have the 35 corruption. Let's get the we were doing the review of challenges and we got slightly sidetracked by Zlewikk.
No, he does have.
Monkey plays. Oh no, you're right, he does. Okay, I guess he's planning on doing that a bit later. It only takes about, from what we've seen, maybe 10 minutes to crank your 35. So we'll see. I mean, I can't tell. Going for the Mutapan gold soon, surely. Is that what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missions done. Getting there. And going for the no CB? No, surely.
No. Yeah, he gets cleaned from his mission, so.
I thought so.
He doesn't need to.
I mean, Zlewikk looking pretty dominant, but I'm still worried. But I mean, I'm worried, but my worry is non-specific. What should I be worrying about? I guess the prestige is looking a little down in the dumps right now. He's fallen from 50 to 30. But I mean, how many peace deals do you need to do to get 100 prestige? It's quite a few.
4 of them if you're going for prestige.
4?
Yeah, if you're going for prestige. Like if you're going to maximize prestige, so you can cancel rivals.
Cancel rivals is 30 war score for 5 prestige.
Yeah.
So that's 15 each.
Yeah.
So to get 100 prestige is not 100 divided by 4 is not 15.
Was there like one more from war reps or something, right? That's like 45, but he already has 34, so that's close enough.
Oh, yeah, reroll. Separate pieces. Yeah, I said how many peace deals? Separate pieces of peace deals. When he battles more efficient. Yeah, it's definitely can work really well. Assuming he starts at 0 makes no sense.
Really don't
the question I asked was how many when you get 100? Chat.
I really don't think prestige is any sort of an issue for him right now.
It's not very difficult. It's just whether he has the time. Chris
exactly.
The semantics argument. Look.
He also has the option of getting the 15 same terrain province from Ethiopia. He could get the highlands, or he could go for the coastal deserts from Warsangli and Marihan in Ethiopia.
Oh, yeah.
Or he could go for the savannah from Mutapa, the small nations near Mutapa, and a couple of more provinces from Madagascar. He doesn't necessarily need to go colonial to get Comoros. I don't know. I guess let's see. Let's wait and see what he does. Comoros would be the easy option, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it definitely seems doable. And that's his 6th mission, I think. Definitely looking forward. Yeah, looking pretty good. And then, so this should be gold. And I wonder where he's going to get the devastated province. Like, which nation is he going to... Because he's going to have to sit at war with them for a while. What's the tick up from occupied on devastation? And isn't Under Siege worse? I think Under Siege is worse than occupied.
I think just the event...
look what he's done. Is that intentional? He's trapped some Mutapans.
Oh, that is so smart.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is intentional.
No, he didn't do intentional.
Oh, what was that? And how is it working? What was that? Naval landing.
When did I didn't even see them. I didn't see them get there.
No. I don't know. How the heck did he manage to pull that off?
It's insane.
So now he just has to let Zanzibar get devastated. But it looks like he's not interested in that. Sending some people in to liberate it. Okay. His moves. It's 0.2 for Occupy and 0.2 for Scorch per month. Okay. That could... so that ticks up pretty fast. With half the time done, though, as we've said many times, Zlewikk, very accomplished player, but time, it waits for no man. And he's got quite a bit still to accomplish. Let's check in on Aldra. Oh, looking pretty dominant.
Hey, he's almost got everything.
Yep, no problems being had here. Aldra going for the rapid accomplishment here. But we'll see. Nice. I mean, he doesn't really need to go beyond this, right? As soon as he's got this, he's... I mean, he won't be able to peace out yet, but... Because he needs Karawage to let him out. But... Yeah, should be pretty good. He can just sit there and raise his stability. Dev up. Make a nice nation. Not just a point scoring, but a nice nation. We'll see. We're going to stay on Zlewikk right now, just because Aldra obviously is having a slightly more breezy time of things. Yeah, there's 13 prestige coming out of that peace deal. Nice. Okay, so, chat. He didn't like going from 0 to 100. Fair enough. That's not what he's got to do. He's at 40 right now. To go from 40 to 100, he needs 60 prestige. So that's 4 peace deals. You can get 15 each with 3 rival cancellations and 1 war reparations. Wait, what? No, war reparations gives you... How many?
Gives like 1,
2?
I think, or something. 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think it's 1 or 2. So yeah, that's very doable, of course. Especially with 30 minutes left. And he doesn't need to do it right at the end. He doesn't have the mill points to get 100 legitimacy right now. At least I assume he doesn't. I don't think he has any modifiers on that. So
he's got the 4 gold mines, by the way.
Arch. Yeah, good point. Good point. Excuse me, what?
He's got the 4 gold mines now, and the 7 missions.
Nice. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Ooh, and what happened up
north?
He
vassalize? He vassalized Mutapa, didn't he?
Did he?
I think so.
They exist? Oh, to drag him into a war.
With Myravi. Yeah.
Nice. Love to vassalize and pull yourself into a war.
So he can
missions giving prestige, also plausible. And look at that, he's already up to 70. That big conquest spree was really
That's
helpful.
the center of trade right there, the second one in Sofala.
Nice, nice. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the colonization, so he's gonna go Comoros for sure.
Okay, in which point that gets pretty easy. Colonization would also help him, obviously. Yeah, helps him with the matching trading provinces. Oh, of course, sorry, he doesn't have the all provinces in a trade node.
Oh yeah,
and there he
doesn't have
is.
that one.
Going to let's
I
see.
think
Nice.
we should allow Zlewikk to get 15 objectives. I think he can handle it.
That's not a bad idea, actually. We could allow him like an extra 4 picks, say, and he gets half points, but double penalty if he misses ones in those slots.
I think he might actually enjoy that.
I think he might. It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I want to see Zlewikk just take them all. Yeah, I mean, there's different things we're considering. One of the difficulties, of course, is a rather mundane one, but how the heck am I going to show you 15 challenges on this? I mean, we want you guys to be able to understand what the challenges are. It gets really challenging.
we need a scroll down feature clearly for the audience. We need to make sure that they can scroll down individually somehow.
And that is GG from Aldra. 4 points in the bag. Very nice. Very nice.
GG.
Which means he is walking away with at least 4 points.
5
if Zlewikk
points.
crashes and burns, then he's going to walk away with 4 points at least, maybe 6 if Zlewikk has some real trouble. And with 28 minutes left, it's not out of the question. Not out of the question, but yeah, the Corbett Gambit has been deployed successfully. I like that he's continuing to play. He's like, yes, make the burgers like me. Sounds good. There we go. Nice. All
right, let's switch on over to Zlewikk. We're done with the Congo for
we
now.
should, very briefly though, congratulations, Aldra. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
So you're in a bit, 4 points in the bag, more than doubling your score.
I had faith in you from the beginning, but you know, Michael, he's like, I don't know, man. I don't think he can do it. I don't think he's got
I
this.
just can't trust him.
It's vile.
This guy, I'm
slander.
telling you, you got to be careful with this guy, man. Be careful with him.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I know. He's
Look,
tricky.
I'm gonna cut Aldra's mic before I get even more of this nonsense. There we go. Oh, by the way, chat, I can recommend having a button on your stream deck to mute opposition. It's great. It's a great experience. Aldra's gonna keep playing just to see how he can go. I want to see him try and take Lisbon.
Lisbon? Why Lisbon?
Just for the memes, you know, Portuguese Congo alliance, historical, of course. Got to switch it around, and push up there.
Make it the Congo Portuguese alliance. Would. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Zlewikk here. He's on the way to getting the prestige right there. He's gonna get from Maravi most likely what he's missing. He's gonna need to get the legitimacy though, so he's gonna have to save up some of his military points. I don't see him doing any show of strengths because I highly doubt that he's got any actual rivals around.
Yeah, probably not.
Not. He might have Ethiopia, but that's a small chance that Ethiopia is rivalable. Rivalable? Is that a word? Is that a word?
Rivalable.
Michael, you tell me. Yeah.
I am powerfully of the opinion that if you take a word and you add a suffix or a prefix that makes any kind of sense, that's allowed. That should just be allowed.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a real EU4able day right now because it's rainy or sunny or whatever. It doesn't really matter. You know, it's an EU4able day right there.
Exactly.
I'm struggling to come up with them now, but you know.
I feel you.
Oh dear.
So he's almost done with the unification in the south as well there. Can we go back to the objectives? I have a short memory, so I completely
No, it's
forgot
all
of
good.
them.
We have him here. We have him here.
Right. So one
7
thing I think
missions
he's going to
should be
struggle
easy.
with. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think one thing he's going to struggle with is corruption. He might have actually forgotten that he took corruption, in my
It's
opinion.
possible.
And 7 missions done, 15 provinces. He will, after he gets the first, after he gets the colonists. I'm guessing
Yep.
he already, once we were not looking, he probably took the colonization stuff.
Probably.
Vassalize the province, 10 nations, 10 provinces. He's done that. 4 gold provinces. He's done that.
Yep.
What else? 3 world ports. He's on the way to doing it.
Why is he
And-
bothering to discover all the way down to the Cape?
Good question.
Do both players start as the same nation? I've only just tuned in. Well, allow me to give you and the other people who have joined recently before the start of the show a quick recap on the wonderful show that we call The Draft in Europa Universalis 4. Our players are presented with 25 challenges pulled from a list of 40 that they have access to, but they don't know which those 25 are going to be until the day of the challenge. They then take turns picking challenges, as many as they like, from 1 all the way up to 10. For each challenge they complete, they get +1 point. For each challenge they fail to complete, they get -2 points, which means for Aldra over here with 4 completed to win, Zlewikk needs to have the... what is it? He needs to get 8 of his completed in order to equal Aldra's 4 points, because if he gets 8, he'll also get a -4, leaving him also at 4. The players get to pick nations in turn. They cannot pick the same nation, and they cannot pick nations which have won so far in the tournament. So there is a full list of which nations are banned. But the player who has drafted the most challenges is the one who is then able to pick first, which in this case was Zlowic, and he went for Kilwa. That is the situation. There are 24 minutes left on the clock, and there's everything to play for, because he only has to miss 2, which is not very many.
But it is many very, though. You got to think about that.
Thanks, Exploration. You are most welcome. Is the Vassal one not completed already? Well, so there's we'll have to let's see how the courts rule on that one. It's
No. He vassalized the 10 province nation. That was
So chat, I'd like your opinion, chat, because I think you're right, Ludi, but I am curious about your opinion, chat. So the letter of the law is vassalize a 10 province nation. It can be peacefully or not. A nation with 11 provinces has 10 provinces. They must have 10 provinces or more at the point at which you vassalize them. Now, in my opinion, when you vassalize a nation, that implies a little bit that the nation existed before you vassalized them. It doesn't say it, though. So I'm curious about what you guys think. This is the second round of the day. Vassalize via war. It could be, I think vassalize via war clearly counts. Offer vassalization also clearly counts. I think releasing, I think it will count, but I don't know. He spat out a nation, yeah. Shouldn't be releasing, it's too easy. Well, Spell TV Onus in chat right now is one of the people who's been suggesting challenges, and let me tell you, chat, if I let him pick how difficult the challenges were, no one would be getting any points. At least not if they drafted this many. I'm calling you out, Spell TV. You've been suggesting some very difficult challenges. You're not as bad as Viking. Yeah, Viking Nephilim, one of the other wonderful subscribers to us on Twitch, who has been suggesting some brutal challenges. But we'll see. If you want to be suggesting challenges, of course, then becoming a subscriber to the channel on Twitch is a great way to do that. And you can get access to the subscriber channels where you can put in your suggestions, and we will include them in future weeks. It's also, yes, it's worth noting, and Chewy's quite right to point it out. So they are playing in single player now, which means that they can get up to really nice speeds in the game. But there is some, not much, but some input delay you're looking at kind of maybe 300 millisecond input delay. And it's amazing because it doesn't seem like that would be too bad in a game like EU4, but after thousands of hours of playing, it's so crazy. It really messes with your muscle memory. And that's why these players, I am so impressed by how well they're continuing to play with, I believe, all but one putting points on the board last week. And we're on track to see a similar result this week, which could be good. But it looks like Zlewikk is rocking up here to be able to occupy and vassalize these guys, I suspect, is his strategy here.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's gonna vassalize Marahan, which is way above 10 provinces now.
Yeah.
We should probably switch to the full screen as well, since we've.
It's true. It's a good call. Thank you. So I mean, the better the PC, the further you can go in the game. It's worth noting that they are playing on our PCs, so the PCs are all the same. You know, the setup in each of the PCs is completely identical. So we do have parity between the different. We
do give
the
better PCs to the people we like, though, so we probably should mention that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to tell them that. That's a secret.
Oh no.
At least we didn't tell Chewy that he was the one getting the bad PCs.
Oh, thank God he doesn't know. Yeah.
At least he's not in chat. You know. No, we are going to be saying that they've completed it so far, because that'll fight you for week one. Week one was not me, man. It was not me. All right. They're looking pretty good here. He's doing pretty fine in this war. He's got the idea available, which will grab him the colonist, which will grab him the 15 matching. Should be pretty good. I'm a little worried about the corruption objective, but if it was speed 5 no pausing, you could do that in 5 minutes, maybe slightly more, but we'll see. I'm not sure.
I'm actually wondering, did he forget about it? We should talk to him. We should tell him.
You want me to go and give tips to the points leader, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, we've already
There's a certain amount of favoritism
else,
coming here.
No, I didn't get paid off by them, I swear. This Rolex is totally not Polish. Not.
I'm not in the business of giving tips to the points leader. Is my stance on that one.
What about fair play?
He's at 95 prestige, 99 legitimacy. Pretty good.
Very close.
Pretty good. Looking strong. Rebels vacationing on Zanzibar. Yeah, so I think it's possible those are intentional, such that he can keep cranking the devastation in Zanzibar. Because that is one that could be a little awkward to try and bump up fast. He does have some OPMs around that he could just sit on at full occupied, so yeah, that wouldn't be that bad. And obviously there's Scorched Earth. You can stack that on top, so we'll see. Yeah, incoming ruler death, followed by second ruler death, followed by illegitimate heir, followed by not enough mill points to get the 100 legitimacy. Someone asked earlier, and I forgot to actually reply, by the way. Yes, you do need 100 legitimacy and 100 prestige at the same time, which it looks like
Did you just say not enough mill points? Because I fully agree. You can never have
points. My lord.
Oh, my lord. My bad. I must have misheard you.
It's I mean. All right, pushing south. What's the? Getting the gold income. Fair. Makes sense. Makes all kinds of sense. Thank you, Auto Mods. You keep Chewy down. Moving south here, looking pretty good. 17 minutes left though, and 6 uncompleted challenges. At some point,
pretty
however
bad luck
easy
for
the
him.
challenges are.
Pretty bad luck that Adal joined in on that Marahan war, to be honest. See, 17 minutes. This is what I was saying. Like, the devastation was a little bit of a stretch, to be honest. He can do it. He still has time to do it, but it was definitely a little bit of a stretch. He didn't need to take 10, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That was a flex, for sure. That was a flex.
I don't think it was a flex. I think you could see the pain. He felt like he wanted to, but he knew it was risky. We'll see, though. We'll see. How long has EU4 Speed 5 been running for? I'm not sure. I think we're at like 6 months now or so. This particular challenge, this particular show has only been running for 3 weeks. But EU4 on Speed 5, I think we're at about the kind of 6-month mark. Yeah. It's been some good times. It's been some good shows. September last year, that's right. Cool. Yeah, so about 6 months since then. Look, me and the VTubers, we don't count, okay? We game and we talk. Should be able to kick these guys out. I'm very curious about where the devastation is going to come from, though, with those rebels being dead, because he clearly didn't mind the rebels dying, or he would have blocked with the fleets.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless he was trying to get the rebels to go to his capital, but I mean, surely he knows that's not the strat here.
I think the capital of Adal has a pretty significant amount of development. Is it a center of trade, though? There's the
vassalization. He is grabbing it that way. Might take him long enough to count. Are we going to be able to zoom all the way across the world? We're getting close. We're 2/3 of the way there. Come on. I believe, chat. I believe.
It is.
Yes. 1 full rotation. The circumnavigation. Let's go.
Wait, he pieced out the Adal, right?
Yeah. He did. Yeah, he vassalized him.
All right,
and that put him at 100 prestige. Nice.
And
That's
he got the
6
vassal
missions
on
done.
my right hand.
Yep, so the vassal is now completely two circumnavigations.
We should go to the objective screen for like a minute.
Look
and
at
go
that.
back.
6 completed. Very, very
there
nice.
There we go. That's amazing.
Which of these last 4 is most worrying to you? And why is it devastation?
The devastation.
Yeah.
Because he's got 14 minutes. Also, corruption, he still hasn't picked them up, so...
I think, the corruption doesn't worry me unless he's forgetting. It's possible, but surely he's got them written down. Surely he'll go and have a look. Copium.
Maybe. Like, he doesn't need to do any wars now anymore. Literally. So...
It's true. Yeah. Does his econ survive Speed 5? I mean, he could reduce the size of his army, obviously. But...
No, he can survive. He's got a pretty decent economy. He devved up some of those gold mines in the south, remember?
He could get a very devastated province and move it there. Yeah, he could. The question is, where is it?
Yeah.
And where is it in 13.5 minutes?
Exactly.
How close is he to 15 matching provinces? Pretty close. He's going to probably do a similar strat to Lady Saffron. She's lit the way. And
okay, I think he can get his idea, so he can do he can colonize Comoros now.
Precisely, which gives him the 15 provinces.
Yep.
The SAF strat on provinces will be unveiled. The 2 strategies that we've seen used so far for the 15 provinces is either the SAF strat, where you frantically colonize at the last second, or the Lithuania strat, where you ruin your game by playing Lithuania and then failing at all of your objectives, or most of your objectives. So the Lithuania trap. No one's fallen into it yet so far, but we'll see. We'll see whether anybody else does. It's claimed 2 glorious players so far, but we'll have to wait and see if it gets another. I want to see Chewy drafting Lithuania in the next round would be the real play. Imagine it.
I mean, we should start demanding it, like, Lithuania or we riot. Come on. Second time's a charm.
Maybe Zlewikk should have to. In the finals, Zlewikk has to play Lithuania. That's the difficulty mode.
For sure. Okay, so he went for expansion, right? So he can get this colonist and he can colonize Comoros. What is he waiting for? He's got the admin points for it now. Maybe he's just focusing on other things. I don't know. He doesn't need to do any wars at all anymore. So I don't know what is happening here.
Yeah, I mean, he's just getting the dev up for the other centers of trade.
Center of trade, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So he's got 2. He's done the Sofala one. He's done the capital one. Now he's getting Mombasa. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. No, Lithuania's not off. Not off from. Oh wait, no, Lithuania is off last week.
What?
He's banned. Lithuania is banned. One last week.
Oh right,
Sorry, go
right. He didn't go for the colonists. He went for the second idea set. Admin Tech 7. What?
In 11 minutes?
I'm confused.
Maybe he's feeling the heat. Even Zlewikk can feel the heat. I mean, look at that hat. That's a warm hat.
I'm very confusion.
I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, he has got the ability to really crank through time now. But, I mean, he's doing these ones, these centers of trade. Why is he spending so much time upgrading different centers of trade?
Like
knows
the
he's
man
not
is
trying to
literally
get
just
highest
doing a
trading
proper
income.
run right here.
Yeah. Just setting up a really nice... He knows he's not trying to go for... Does he think he get 50 trade value in your home node? Surely not, because he's not...
Yeah, we really should tell him. We should definitely tell him.
Look at this guy. Every time we say anything that, Zlewikk might not know, Ludi freaking jumping. Show me the Apu
Hey,
video.
I'm just trying to be fair
Ludi
here, okay?
Zlewikk having a perfectly good run. Ludi jumping in front of a bullet that says problems Zlewikk probably doesn't have. Oh, it's a ton of missions completed. Very nice. Very nice. It's going to be devastation. But we'll see. All right, Ludi, we're going to talk to him. I forbid you from giving advice. Zlewikk, this is your 10-minute warning. We're feeling some pressure on your face. We can
Don't
see
walk into the lights, Zlewikk. Don't do it. Come back.
I
Another
forbid
challenge
Ludi
done,
from
by
giving
the
you
way.
any advice. What's that,
It's
sorry?
all good. Another challenge.
There you go. He's got the province colonized. There you go.
Nice.
I told you he will. Told you. You didn't trust me.
Yeah, we never doubted you. Never doubted you. 50 in the same terrain. Nice. Nice. 3 to go.
Now
Good luck.
just the corruption of the big boy.
Excuse me? Excuse
What?
me?
I didn't say nothing. I
Didn't
didn't
hear
remind him
that.
about the
Stop
corruption.
saying.
Good luck, Zlewikk. To be fair, he did click the corruption button
Yeah,
moments
yeah.
before
He knows.
said
He
it,
knows
so-
what's up. He knows.
He knew. World's least biased commentator.
Yes, this is true. This is true. Thank you for noticing.
Looking pretty
So I guess
good.
now the devastation is really the main thing.
Mhm.
What do you think?
9
What
minutes.
kind of
I'm
strat?
going to come
You're
out
gonna
here. I'm going
get?
to say he's not going to do it.
You think?
Yeah. I think he can't
That'd
do
be
it.
the only objective that he hasn't done in this entire campaign, right?
That's true. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
true.
yeah, that would be the only one. Yeah.
We are looking at a very real possibility that Zlewikk misses his first ever objective. There's his
I want to
third
see a
world port.
perfect. I want to see a perfect 10 out of 10 for every round now. That would be awesome.
He is now drawing with Aldra. He has brought himself up to a total of 4 points, counting the 2 challenges that he has not yet got. So he is just looking for nice devastation and 35 corruption. 35 corruption, obviously doable. He's... You see that? You see him hit his head when he realized he's not going for max trade in the known world? Did somebody not draft the trade challenge? Oh, Zlewikk. All right, I'm out. We're not going to give him a chance to reply. He's also still rooting out corruption. Yeah. That's... Oh, bankruptcy. Does that devastate you? Ludi,
Wait, what?
does bankruptcy give you devastation?
I think so. Yeah, should give us some devastation, right?
That's how he's gonna do it. That makes sense. It gives you +5. +5 might still not be enough.
10.
His plan.
if
His
I'm not
plan is
mistaken,
just to
not
go
5.
bankrupt again.
You should
It
get-
looks like
10 devastation, right? For bankruptcy.
it's 10. So he's gonna try and go bankrupt 9 times. Is the plan
mean-
here? Shouldn't be hard. In 7 minutes, I think he's probably going to do it. This reminds me of the Save the Save Victoria 3 campaign. Real ones know in chat. The endless bankruptcies. Kicking it off with a huge series of those.
It's a lot of clicking. I think he's got like a max. How many loans could he take? I forgot.
Yeah, he's maxed it out.
He's maxed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he spent it all, and there's the bankruptcy. Now this is next level gameplay right here.
It is. Yeah. That's really smart. It's actually really smart.
Yeah, didn't even occur to either of us.
Same. Yeah, I didn't think about it at all. Yeah.
But yeah, very nice. Just loans repay. Because of course, chat, I'm sure most of you know this, but if you take out a loan and then immediately pay it back, you still pay all of the interest. These are fixed term loans, and you are required to pay all the interest on them if you ever take them out. Meaning that by taking loans and then by repaying loans, you can effectively evaporate your entire credit limit very, very rapidly. Oh, and he's also paying 12 interest. Oh my God, this is real 2023 hours right now. He's paying 12% interest on his loans because of negative stability plus bankruptcy.
He's simulating modern economics right there.
Yes, he is living in a high inflation environment right now. This is 32% inflation, by the way. He did finish the trade ports. Yeah, don't worry. He got that point secured before he did that.
I think this is the last point, so he got all 10 again. Holy schnapadope.
He hasn't got the 35 corruption yet.
Oh, right. Yeah, my bad.
Still needs to do that. With 5 minutes on the clock, I mean, it's not impossible by any stretch. It's very doable, but it's not impossible that he were to fail. Given that he needs to crank through some years. It's taken him... He's gone bankrupt 4 times so far. It's taken him about 3 minutes. That means that at this pace, he's going to need another 3 minutes to go bankrupt another 3, 4, 5 times to get his devastation up in Kilwa. He's not going to be able to move his capital because he doesn't have the mana for it. What was he at? Oh, I missed it. What was he at? He's getting there. He's definitely getting there. Yeah, it's very close. But then he's going to still need the time. This is one of those situations where I'm very glad I have an auto clicker on my mouse. So, which, to be fair, I wouldn't allow for competitors in this situation. But playing EU4 with an auto clicker is it's a very good experience. Macro building like 50 workshops in the late game. But it's working. It's working. He's got 4.5 minutes. He was at 17 or 27 devastation. Are you serious?
Wait, really? What?
I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong, chatter. 33%. With 4 minutes left, he's not going to do it. This is taking too long. He needs to let them siege it down. Yes. Okay. That's what he needs. If they can siege the capital, that will help crank the devastation. That's really lucky. It's going to be really close, though.
He should sally out with the troops.
Yeah?
So
he's occupied causes more devastation than under siege, does it? Right. I wasn't certain about that. I thought maybe sieges caused a bit more.
Actually, I don't know if it causes more if it's occupied or siege.
Well, if it's... Oh, and there's no fort in it either. No proper fort, so that's not buying it down. He should also pillage the land every 5 years. Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't got any troops right now. Can you imagine if he got game overed? He gets stabbed because he can't refuse peace deals right now. He has -3 stability, which means they could send him a peace deal he has to accept right now. And if they take Kilwa, they'll move his capital. But that shouldn't matter because everywhere has the stability from it. But 3 minutes left. Oh my God, it's going to be so close. He needs to get the 35 corruption first. He doesn't need to do it first. He could do it afterwards. That would be okay. Has he got it? There we go. He's got it. Look at that. It got looted. They got the looted event. I think Chad's right. Oh, baby. That is so lucky. After all that bad RNG in the start,
you mean planned? What are you talking about?
Completely planned. Completely planned.
Clearly
and now
meant
all
for
he
it
has
to
to do
happen.
is get to November in 2 minutes, which I think he can do. And a civil war. You know how we were talking about the fact that Aldra had kept playing and made a nice nation? This is the opposite of that.
There you go.
Oh no, it wasn't. Oh no, it was enough. It wasn't enough.
No.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
He's got all the objectives done.
Now let's look at a happier nation. Look at this. Look at this.
What's Aldra been doing?
Aldra, would you like to give us a quick tour? We got 2 minutes till the end. Give us a quick tour of your beautiful nation.
As you can see, I've expanded and conquered and put my name everywhere. I think is very pretty.
Nice.
I've got the gold
game.
provinces.
If I could give points for it,
if I had that mission.
Very nice. Very nice. We love to see it. We have to. I have to tell you, Zlowick's nation is looking much less healthy, although much more point achieving than this.
Just like 1 more point, maybe 1, maybe 2.
Just 2 challenges more than the number he would have need to get to draw you, but that is 10.
I was like, working that. I played him.
Nice. Very
got
nice.
points.
Very nice. Good game.
Thank
You did. You did. You've more than doubled your score. Love to see it. All right, we're out. Let's take one last look at Zlowick's absolute disaster here. Yes, the circumnavigation is running. Excellent. Well, we don't need to let the last minute run. We have the scores now. I can show them to you while the beautiful circumnavigation scrolls in the background. We have 4 points going to Aldra for his excellent display. He managed to get his points on the board. He set out with the plan. He achieved it. At the end of the day, he is one of only 2 people to have really successfully achieved their plan so far today. Now, no shade on Lady Saffron. You know, she did pretty well for sure. Got points on the board. But right now, Aldra and Zlewikk are the only people who have achieved all the missions they set out to achieve.
I think what you're trying to say is that really both are champions. And this is really just about the friends we made along the way, isn't it?
Absolutely. And we're going to add the extra difficulty modifiers to Aldra as well, accordingly, of course. Yeah.
Yes. The plus 10 extra points we talked about earlier.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think what it's going to come down to, it seems like after almost 3 weeks, is who's going to come in second place?
I think it's Aldra.
I mean... It could be.
Lady Saffron has a strong position for now.
She does. So, you know, maybe we should retool our whole framing of everything. It's like, oh, who's gonna be able to catch up with Lady Saffron? Because Zlewikk is taking no prisoners. Grabbing another 12 points in total to Aldra's 4 here.
Powerful. Very powerful. Putting him at 33.
Yeah, and if we want to keep making fun of everyone else, we should celebrate the fact that while, you know, Zlewikk got 12 points, Aldra doubled, more than doubled their giveaway. So from a percentage perspective, he's the real winner here.
It's true. It's true.
Very true.
Remember, when... No, I'm not going to tell that joke. Could be said to espouse gambling, so I'm not going to tell that joke. But the question that remains is now whether Corbett and Chewie are going to be able to overtake Aldra. Because Aldra has been sitting happily in the second last. And Chewie and Corbett have the potential to push him into last place in our next round.
Ooh, very spicy. But before we get to that, I'm going to go talk to our 2 players. See you next duel. Chris Donlady. Well, Zlewikk, how's that?
That was far harder than last week. I'm all sweaty and my head is pulsing.
Well, I mean, at this point, based on the points you have, you could probably take it a bit easier next week. You could go for relaxing 4 quests.
Well... I have some plans on that, but I'll leave that for next week. I have a special pick for them.
Okay. Well, Aldra, how does it feel to actually complete all your challenges with time to spare?
Feels super good. I feel like a winner. We're going to ignore the total point count about that, but I feel good. I'm really glad I didn't take one more challenge because I was really regretting not going to 5. And I continued playing and I didn't get it. So if it was the converting to an extra continental religion, I didn't get it, so I would have lost it.
So you, based on the quests that were available to you at the time, you actually maximized the points you could have grabbed. Which
took about 100 hours of strategizing. I made the right decision.
I mean, it is honestly part of what this show is about. I mean, it's a bummer when you're like, oh, I have 20 minutes left, but you also need to know your limits, which of course Zlewikk doesn't because he has no limits apparently. But I am gonna let you take well, you know, let's take the rest of the week off, and we'll meet up again here next week for even more points. Zlewikk, your excuse, you can take like if you end up on 10, I'm happy with that. Just so you know. But well played to both of you. And we'll see you guys next week.
Good luck to showing Corbett.
Yeah.
And with that intro from Zlewikk acting as an outro as well, we have one duel left this evening. Corbett is going up against Shui, and as pointed out by our casters, they have all to play for because they could put Aldrahill in last place if they get the points they need. All of that and more after this short break.